Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Stefani Michelle, the founder of Primal Heart Healing. And today I'm going to talk about how to release emotional blocks and step into your power. Today I want to talk about something that so many of us struggle with, emotional blocks. Have you ever felt stuck, like no matter how hard you try, you keep running into the same walls in your life? Maybe it's in your relationships, your career, or even just in your personal growth. You keep getting those loops that come back over and over again. Different faces, different circumstance, same emotions, same situation. I remember a time in my own journey when I felt completely powerless. I kept trying to move forward, but something inside me kept holding me back. That's when I realized it wasn't the outside world stopping me. It was unresolved emotions inside of me, energy that hadn't been processed and beliefs I hadn't fully acknowledged. This past summer, I came across so many of those. I noticed a similar pattern, a similar circumstance, a similar situation that I have lived over and over again in the past. And this summer, what I did was instead of playing the victim, instead of continuing to see the wrong that was done to me, I looked at myself and I thought, why do I keep winding up in these situations? Literally the same thing, different people. How come they keep repeating? What is happening inside of me? And I found so many hidden sources of my own projections, of my own beliefs, of my own realities that kept pulling these situations in. I was essentially creating them in so many different ways. And once I realized these ways that I was creating them, my belief systems, my ability to see a situation that was happening and believe it was a previous situation. So I was turning a moment into the past instead of seeing it for what it was. And so because I was taking whatever small moment that was happening and relating it to something that happened in the past, I essentially created that storyline, that something that happened in the past. And it happened so many times this past summer and so many times this past year that I couldn't help but move forward with it. I couldn't help but look in the mirror and see, what am I doing? What are my beliefs? So today I'm going to guide you step by step on how to release those emotional blocks and step into your personal power. First, let's talk about what emotional blocks are. Emotional blocks are feelings, beliefs, memories that we've suppressed or ignored. They often come from past experiences, childhood wounds, or even stressful situations that we never fully processed. Our bodies and energy systems hold on to these unprocessed emotions. Sometimes they show up as tension in the chest, tightness in the shoulders, headaches, fatigue, or even recurring anxiety. When we ignore these emotions, they keep us stuck in patterns. We might self-sabotage, stay in unhealthy relationships because it feels familiar, or like we're never enough. But the good news is you can release them. And the moment you do, you start reclaiming your energy and power. The first step is to notice where the tension lives in your body. For me, I have to go for a walk because everything kind of just shuts down and gets stiff. And so walking actually generates, that energy and helps me clear my head. So notice where the tension lives and then do what is good for you. But right now, I want you to sit comfortably and close your eyes if you can and take a few deep breaths in and exhale slowly. Now, scan your body from head to toe. Really just lean into it and see your own body and mind with your eyes closed. Ask yourself, where do I feel tightness, discomfort, or heaviness? Maybe it's in your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, or even your jaw. I personally lived with stomach pain for so long that I almost didn't feel it anymore. This is your body's way of telling you there's an emotion that hasn't been fully expressed. Don't try to change it or push it away. Just notice it. Simply bringing awareness to it starts the process of release. Step 2 is to name the emotion. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it anger, sadness, fear, shame, or something else? It doesn't have to be that you're coming off of a situation or a circumstance that's triggered emotions, but just ask your baseline feeling, what am I feeling right now? What emotion is coming through? Whatever comes up, acknowledge it without judgment. Say silently or aloud, I see you, I feel you. Naming the emotion gives it space to exist without controlling you. It's the first step to letting go. You're just sitting with it. You're not making any decisions or coming to any conclusions. You're just sitting with it. If it helps, write it down in a journal. This is a safe space to explore your feelings. Sometimes just seeing it on paper gives you clarity and relief. Now we're going to move into releasing the energy. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine the tension or emotion leaving your body. You can picture it like a cloud of smoke or like water flowing out of you, dissolving into the air. One strategy that I used this past summer is I would notice anger and insecurity coming up to the surface. And I would bend over and blow it out, and I would see black smoke. And I would just do that whenever there was no reason. I was just sitting by the fireplace or going for a walk or just drinking coffee. And I would get a surge and I would just blow it out, blow it out. And of course there were thoughts attached to it, old stories, and I would just blow it out, but I would see it as black smoke. I want you to feel your body soften and the space that's being created when you do this. It's like your system is resetting itself. And then repeat this a few times. Inhale, filling with calm and light. And then exhale, letting go of what no longer serves you. This is an energetic release. Even if nothing physically changes at first, your energy is shifting. You're bringing awareness, physical awareness, to letting go. Once you've released the tension, it's important to fill that space with positive energy. Imagine a warm light entering the area where the black used to be. It could feel like strength, love, clarity, or freedom. For me, it was like a celebration because I knew I had been holding on to those things for so long. And so I did. I celebrated myself for finally letting it go. And I filled that space with light. Say silently, I release what no longer serves me. I step into my power. Let yourself feel this. Even a few seconds of embodying your power can create a noticeable shift. This is not just visualization. It's retraining your energy to align with the version of you that feels empowered and confident. Take a moment now to ask yourself, what emotional patterns do I notice repeating in my life? How does my body feel after this practice? And what steps can I take to honor my emotions and move forward? If you have a journal nearby, write down anything that comes up. Even one sentence can create clarity and momentum. If this works for you and you want to practice it or you want to know more, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below one emotional block you're ready to release this week. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more weekly tools on self-healing and empowerment. Remember, releasing emotional blocks isn't a one-time thing, it's a practice. But each time you do it, you reclaim a little more of your power and step closer into living your authentic life. Thank you for showing up today. I hope I see you again in the next video.